Hey friends, it's Kate, and welcome to this calming, no stress yoga class. This is an all levels yoga class, so anyone can practice this. It's a very grounding practice, so if you've had a long day or you just want to calm your mind down, calm your nervous system down, this is the class for you. There won't be a lot of energy required, and you don't need any props. So when you're ready, let's get relaxed. We are going to start today's class laying on our back. So from the sitting position, with a little bit of control, a little bit of core activation, we'll lower down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm convinced that the work it takes to lower slowly makes laying down so much sweeter. Go ahead and extend your right leg. Hug your left knee into your chest and really bring it up. Maybe you sway your leg to the right and to the left, just bringing a little bit of movement here. Feeling the full of your spine on the ground, so you're nice and connected with the earth, supported always. And go ahead and flex your left foot, then point, flex, and point, flex, then point. Flex your foot and straighten your left leg. This doesn't need to be a very deep stretch. What we're doing is just reaching the heel towards the sky, allowing that to press the imprint of our spine into our mat while feeling this beautiful stretch down our hamstrings, down our calves, and even the arches of the foot. Keep your shoulders relaxed onto the mat so you're not crunching up too much, not trying too hard, just bringing a little bit of extra space to the body. Then grab the outside of the left foot with the left hand, or peace fingers to big toes if that's more accessible to you, and come into this half happy baby. Feeling a beautiful stretch through your groin, maybe the left IT band. As we relax into this posture, start to take fuller inhales and longer exhales. Keep your right hip bone glued to the mat so we're not turning onto our side. We're really getting into the groin by keeping our right hip on the mat. Last full breath. And then bring our left knee all the way across our body to the right. Keep it bent at a 90-degree angle. We're going to take eagle legs. You can fold over just once like this, or you can cross and curtsy your legs. Bring both knees to the right and reach your left arm to the left for a nice twist. Bring both knees pointed towards the sky. Point both toes towards the sky, extending both legs. Reach out And then drop the left leg, bring the right knee into your chest. Pull it in nice and tight, give it a hug, and then sway it back from the right to the left. Bring it into neutral and flex your foot, toes pointed back towards your face as much as possible. And then point your foot and flex and point and flex and point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, and hold it here. Then extend your right leg and your heels pointing up towards the sky to any degree. Maybe you clasp your hands behind your right thigh, pull it a little bit closer while keeping both shoulders relaxed onto the mat. You don't need to force this or press it. Don't worry about what it looks like. Don't worry about how deep you are. Just focus on the sensation and that you're here, patient with yourself, loving with your body, taking the time to open up. Your right hand grabs the outside of your right foot or your peace fingers to your big toes and come into that half happy baby, bringing your right knee down right under your arm. Maybe you could feel a nice big groin stretch, a hamstring stretch, maybe IT band on the right side. Keeping the left hip glued down to the mat. So really challenging ourselves, being patient with ourselves to open up. You always have the option to close down the eyes. And if they are closed down, then see if you can soften the muscles around the eyes and behind the eyes. See if you can soften the space between the eyelids. Then bring your right knee, cross it over your body all the way to the left. Find that same curtsy. Maybe you just cross once, maybe you cross twice as an eagle legs. Both knees drop to the left as your right hand reaches to the right and you look to the right for a twist. Try to keep your knees in line with your hips, so they're going to be up high about a 90-degree angle. Start to bring both knees pointed skyward. Uncross your legs, reach them long into the sky. Really reach through your toes pointed towards the sky. Then flex your toes back at your face, reaching your heels up towards the sky now. And then point, flex, point, and bring both knees into your chest. You can rock and roll up a few times, or maybe just once into a pike position, sitting with both legs out long, finding a really tall spine. And exhale, folding forward with a long spine. Just a little easy forward fold. You don't have to pull in, you don't have to force it. You can take pulses here, moving into additional space and then backing off. Allow it to be really sweet. And then inhale up to a long spine. Bring your right foot into your inner thigh. Both sit bones ground into the mat. Inhale, fill all the way up with a long spine, crown of the head reaching skyward. Exhale, fold forward. Releasing any clenching we have in the hips. If there's a lot of pressure behind your knee, you can take a micro bend. Just finding a really nice expression here. You don't have to force it. Just allowing the back of our leg to open up. Inhale, come out to a long spine. With no hands, see if you can extend the right leg, bring the left leg in. Make any adjustments that you need to. Ground down through the sit bones. Inhale energy through the spine, nice and long. And then exhale, forward fold. Trying to bring your navel towards the mat versus your forehead. And what that's going to do is it's going to keep your spine really long versus rounding, just trying to get your forehead near the ground. Slowly start to come up. Come onto your knees. Maybe you try it with no hands where you move through an easy seat. Shuffle back towards the back of your mat. And we'll crawl our hands forward. So much so that our knees come up to a 90-degree angle and we find melting heart, puppy pose. And before we find an expression of puppy where we're static, we'll take some movements here. So we'll add on little cat-cows here. Keep a 90-degree angle with your knees. And exhale, chin to chest, round your back. Press the top of your spine towards the front of the room. On your inhale, melt your heart forward. Look up at your fingertips. Hip bones rise. Exhale, chin to chest, round through the back. Inhale, melt your heart forward, look up towards your fingertips, hip bones rise. Exhale, round. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round. Inhale, look up and stay. Your forehead can come down to the mat if that's more comfortable for you. Beautiful. Start to walk your hands back until your hips can sit back down onto your heels. We'll find a variation of child's pose that also stretches your shoulders. So keep your left hand out long. Needle your right hand in between your left hand and your left leg, so it's reaching out to the left side. Take the knees wide in your child's pose to give yourself more room. And then drop your right shoulder all the way to the mat, looking to the left. Should feel a big expression in the back of your right shoulder. But there are a couple different areas that you can feel this sensation, so just bring awareness to your body and keep your full breathing. Walk your left hand closer to your body. Press into your left hand. Extend your right arm. And switch it out. Needling your left arm in between your right arm and your right leg. Allowing your left shoulder to find the mat. And looking on over to the right. Walk your right hand back towards your body. Press into your fingertips. Unweave your left hand. Sit down on your booty. Bring the bottom of the feet together in front of you, setting up for butterfly pose. Doesn't really matter how far away your feet are from your body. For a deeper stretch, you want to bring them closer. For a little bit more of a relaxed stretch, you can have them out further, or whatever feels comfortable for you today. And that doesn't mean that it'll be even remotely the same as it was yesterday. So sit down with a long spine, as always. And on your exhale, fold forward, trying to keep that long spine. So if your feet are closer to you, you might not be able to go down as far since it's a more intense stretch. Maybe you waggle your feet out a little bit further if you want to, making any adjustments here. I like to grab onto my ankles and press my elbows into my knees, but also shine my collarbones forward so I'm keeping that really long spine. With each exhale, allow yourself to release into this posture more. Release any tension, any clenching in the hips. and slowly start to come up. You can grab either knee and lovingly support them, bring them back up to center. Roll all the way down onto our back. Let's do it with control for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the feet as wide as the mat and then bring the knees together. Articulate your shoulders up away from your hips so that your spine is very long, and allow the full imprint of your spine to be pressing into the mat, just very supported here. Maybe your right hand comes to your navel, the other hand comes to your heart, and relax the space between the eyebrows. Relax the jaw muscle. Relax the shoulders onto the mat. Now you can stay here as long as you would like. If you would like a nice upper body focused stretch that's just as calming as this one, then make sure you do the next class. Namaste, friends. I'll see you on the mat soon.